So I was at work last night when I found out about this, and naturally I couldn't make a video about it. But I'm home, and I'm here to talk about it. Hey guys, Brad Drathrorol here, and Konami announced a new way to play the TCG, and I have some thoughts. I have a few concerns, but overall I am excited, intrigued, and yeah, let's get on into it. So, for those of you who don't know, just a handful of you who haven't heard about this yet, um, Konami recently announced Yu-Gi-Oh! TCG Genesis. Now, what Genesis is obviously an alternative format where there are four very basic and simple rules. Uh, no link or pendulum monsters allowed. Everything else is allowed. All other cards are allowed. The original field layout is used with no extra monster zones or pendulum zones. So we're going to back to Master Rule 2 in terms of board layout. In terms of rules, rulings, card text updates, blah blah blah, yada yada, everything is still Master Rule 4 2020 edition. But in terms of the board layout and in terms of like the summoning mechanics, we're going back to the Xyz era. All right. There is no ban list. Other than Lincoln Pendulum monsters, there is no ban list. Obviously, the usual limit of three copies of a card in a deck, but no ban list. Instead, moving on to rule number 3, deck construction uses a point system. Almost no like 95, maybe 99% of the card pool of the current TCG card pool has 0 points. However, there is like a long list of cards here, like a little over 500, where each of them are assigned a point value. And so, basically, when building your deck, you just have to abide by this and not go over a certain value. The standard cap is 100, but events can be run with any cap amount. Sometimes you could go up to 200. Sometimes you could bring the power level down to 50, or even have a power level of 0. Whoops. Anyway, but yeah. So how powerful decks are up to whoever's organizing the event, and so what this essentially does is it curbs the power level of the TCG itself. It makes things a lot more simple and new or returning player friendly, and overall it just seems really interesting. so uh, so yeah, basically, it was essentially designed for new and returning players, and yeah, and people who are sick of the main format and whatnot. Which honestly, I do like the regular TCG. I am by no means a modern Yu-Gi-Oh hater. I love modern Yu-Gi-Oh, but at the same time, I am really intrigued about this. So uh, a handful of concerns. I do think that some of these point values may need like some tweaking. Not much, not much. They've curated this list like very well, and this has been like very meticulous. Supposedly they've been working on this format for like 2 years. So I am a little bummed that links and pendulums, no extra monster zone, all that is like just outright gotten rid of. But I do understand it. It's supposed to be new and returning player friendly, and you know they're the most complicated summoning mechanics. They're the two mechanics that boomers hate the most. And with link monsters specifically, with the advent of links, that's what like really power crept the game. And so If we want to curb the power level of these decks that people are playing with, unfortunately, we got to get rid of link monsters. I mean, we can't just put every single link monster in the game at like, I don't know, 10 points or more. We can't put every single link monster on this list. There's like 500 or so just of those. So anyway, my other big concern is that, like with other alternative formats, Konami may just not. I am a tad worried that they're not going to truly support this and that they're just going to leave it to dry like many other fan favorite formats and other Konami sanctioned formats. But this does seem promising for two reasons. One, they've been working on this for a very, very long time. Secondly, they have been like actively looking to support this. So they plan on actually, having these at YCS events for the rest of the year, as side events, and then full on YCSs where this is the format, like just this is the format, are going to be starting next year. And they say that they're going to be updating the list, somewhat frequently, adjusting points as needed, and that it really looks like they're finally going to properly support an alternative format, and I'm really hopeful, but at the same time I'm a little apprehensive because I just don't want to get burned. Because I mean, the last time that it looked like they were supporting an alternative format, with Time Wizard, and them changing it to time travel and all that whole debacle. It's just a thing. But anyway, let me know what you think of this and if you're looking forward to it. And yeah, I'm excited. I'm gonna go ahead and put a link in the description to this page so that people can check out the list. They've also come out with a place where you can a link here where you can make a deck list, and it'll tell you the amount of points that you're at with it. So overall I'm excited, but at the same time I'm just I don't know. But no matter what, I am looking forward to trying this out. I'm really psyched about it. So anyway, catch you guys later. Bye. Konami recently announced a new play to win. A new play to fuck.